nor I am ashamed of my feelings. They were natural and just. Could you expect me to rejoice in the inferiority of your connections?
On the hope of relations whose condition in life is so decidedly beneath my own.
Elizabeth felt herself growing more angry every moment, yet she tried to the utmost
to speak with composure when she said, "You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy, if you suppose that the mode of your declaration affected me in any other way.
And as it spared me the concern which I might have felt in refusing you, had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner."
She saw him start at this, but he said nothing, and she continued.
"You could not have made me the offer of your hand in any possible way that would have tempted me to accept it."
Again his astonishment was obvious, and he looked at her with an expression of mingled incredulity and mortification. She went on.
"From the very beginning, from the first moment I may almost say of my acquaintance with you,
your manners, impressing me with the fullest belief of your arrogance, your conceit and your selfish disdain of the feelings of others,
was such as to form that groundwork of disapprobation on which succeeding events have built so immovable a dislike.
And I had not known you a month before I felt that you were the last man in the world whom I could ever be prevailed on to marry."
"You have said quite enough, madam. I perfectly comprehend your feelings,
and have now only to be ashamed of what my own have been.
Forgive me for having taken up so much of your time, and accept my best wishes for your health and happiness."
And with these words, he hastily left the room.
And Elizabeth heard him the next moment open the front door and quit the house.
The tumult of her mind was now painfully great. She knew not how to support herself.
Her astonishment, as she reflected on what had passed, was increased by every review of it.
That she should receive an offer of marriage from Mr. Darcy.
Mais il a dû être amoureux d'elle pour autant de moi.
So much in love as to wish to marry her in spite of all the objections.
It was gratifying to have inspired, unconsciously, so strong an affection.
But his pride, his abominable pride.
In very agitating reflections, till the sound of Lady Catherine's carriage made her feel how unequal she was to encounter Charlotte's observation.
And hurried her away to her room.
Jane Austen wrote her stories here 200 years ago. This October, we're celebrating lots of Southampton stories, the ones we know, the ones we write,
and the ones that aren't written yet. Join us at, so to speak, Southampton's Festival of Words.